Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy, was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode.
Hey, happy Friday. So it's crazy. The news yesterday from Anytime Fitness and Orange Theory Fitness merging, they've broken the news wire. It was top of Google searches. And granted, my searches are like health and fitness, business owner stuff. So my searches are probably skewed because it knew I would click on the link, which I did. And it's just another confirmation, guys. At the end of the day, you're either getting pushed up or pushed down. If you have found a pot of gold, you either have to keep it wrapped up into yourself and like milk that thing as hard as you can, or you end up people finding out like, hey, what's this guy doing? And then people are going to start copying, replicating, and then undercutting you on price because they can't beat you on value. And so now you become commoditized as a service or a product. And then finally your margins get squeezed. And either you go for a higher value, higher price, or you go for more volume, lower price, lower margin. You got to pick which one you're going to go for. You're either going to get squeezed up or squeezed down. And it's the same way. As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you're either going to people are going to try to steal your lunch. And it's not because the world is bad. It's because people like to compete. In a capitalist society, people want a piece of the pie. They want some gravy. They want to get their bread, just like you want your bread. And right now in a capitalist world, when people can come in and compete with you, that is part of the game of life. If you have a monopoly and complete control and no one's allowed to touch you, then yeah, you have nothing to worry about. You have a monopoly, you have an oligarchy, you have complete control, aka you are the government and no one's going to tread on you. But if they do, you have the power to squash the rebellion. All that to say, guys, today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about today's Friday. First and foremost, if we didn't get there, today is Friday. So what we're going to do is we're prepping for the party. I'm going to lock down our event. It's more, a typical rule of thumb is a club spends like $700 on their 10-week challenge. My studio has historically spent around $1,000. This time we're going to spend $1,450. Here's what we're going to do. I am also buying my own DJ speakers and microphone because the place we went to last time had terrible audio. So I'm going to do that. We're also going to play our own music because our music is better than our events music. We're also going to have the food brought by the venue. So we're going to a bowling alley. That's a pretty common spot. We're going to budget for 90 people to show up. Last time we had like 50, 60, and we were 50% bigger this time. So we're going to do 50% more food. We're getting our drinks runner to and from our room to the bar. So that's an additional service. Did not have last time. Still a cash bar. I'm not paying for about people to get boozed up. But we're going to have people the ability to get drinks if they want to. I wanted to pay for vouchers one way or the other, like for games or bowling or something. Guys, the bowling alley wanted me to pay $160 an hour to get only 6 people on a bowling lane. $160 for 1 hour for 6 people. That is crazy. I'm not doing that. No, we're going to pay for a great party, great slides, great food, great experience. We're going to have games at the tables. I don't know what that's going to look like, but we're going to do it. And we're going to run our game. Right now, Orange Theory and Anytime are merging. They're going to be consolidating at the corporate level. My hunch is right now, Anytime Fitness is going through a major rebrand. If you're following the brand, they are overhauling. They're looking like a premium personal training studio. If you're like a premium athlete and you're wanting to have a personal trainer, indoor sleds, elite like VO2 masks, Anytime Fitness is doing that as an upsell. They get you through the door for like $30 a month, do your own thing, or work with a premium trainer, and now you're paying $250 extra a month, and you get this premium experience. Orange Theory has 1,500 locations. Anytime Fitness has 2,500 locations. These are two big dogs. They're merging together so that corporate franchisor can save a few dollars on their administrative cybersecurity, camera monitoring, key card access, vendor connections. If you think about it, both vendors are heavy equipment, heavy machinery, heavy heavy fixed expenses. If you want to start up an Orange Theory, it's a lot of money. I'm not even going to throw a number out there. It's a lot, easily $500,000 to $900,000. It is not cheap to start like a kickboxing studio. We basically are an open room with floor mats and boxing gloves. We're like $300,000, maybe five, but we're a $300,000 endeavor. When you go to an Orange Theory or an Anytime Fitness, similar equipment, similar turf, similar TV screens, similar devices, similar cyber technology, similar keycard access, their merger makes sense. Now, if you want to have like a high equipment, a lot of things on the floors, then yeah, that's your place to go. If you want to have like a personal touch, we know your name, we know your story, we know your family, we know your kids, we know your life story, you come to us. If you want what you want, you go over there. If you know what you want and you want to be a person, then you come to our place. It's a no-brainer. All this to say, we're going to run our game plan. It's different than their game plan. And we are going to get folks in the door. And if they're like, yeah, you're too expensive, cool. That's fine. I know we're expensive. You get a high delivery, a high experience, high touch, high community. And it's not $5.99 a month, $5.95 a month. If you want a $5.95 experience, then 100%. Yeah, we're not going to be your people. I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry. If you want like cheapo chicken nuggets, you go to a place that sells cheapo chicken nuggets. If you want premium ribeye steak, you go to a place that has premium ribeye steak. And we are a premium ribeye steak. So that's where we're at. That's where we're going. So we're going to run our playbook. We're going to run what we can control. We're going to work our leads, work our members, work our classes, work our instructors, work our managers, work our owner. We're going to run our game plan. And I believe we have a winning game plan, and we're going to work it. If we end up folding, then we folded running the playbook. If we're going to win running our playbook. We modify the playbook to a winning strategy, and our strategy is not phased by what some of our competitors at Orange Theory are doing. We are going to do our thing because we have a different target, we have a different impact, a different value delivery, and they can churn people in and out like a factory. That's fine. Cool. No problem. They can do that. Our retention is insane. We got like 15 new members last month. So it was a slow month. We lost 6. We have a 3% loss rate, churn rate. And that's because people like lose jobs. They move out of the area. Like that's a normal like 4 member a month thing. When I tell people our loss rate, people are like, no, like what's your real loss rate? I'm like, no, like we lost 2.5%, 3% of people last month. I'm like, there's no way. Like, what's your total in? Yeah. 6. Like, no joke. Like, we are a forest to be reckoned with. So, something that I've heard about Orange Theory, I don't know if it's true or not. A franchisee told me they have to make 100+ phone calls a day. Guys, if you're having to chase people down the street, let's say you're on Tinder and you're having to chase, let's say you're on Tinder and you're swiping right on everybody. And people swipe right on you. And after the first date, they're like, yeah, thanks, I'm not interested. And they're going back to the car and you're like running after them, like, hey, let's have a second date, third date, fourth date. I'll buy you coffee next time. I will give you a back rub next time. I'll pay for our trip to the museum. I'll pay for the dinner after that. I'll even pay for the 5th date. Does that reek of desperation? And you're like, hey, that girl is so desperate to date me. Either I am super hot stuff or they're so desperate that they will bend over backwards to do whatever to make sure that like we're still in a relationship. Like, okay, something is not right here. It just smells bad. The high value person does not beg. Think about that. The 10 hot person who has great career, 6 feet tall, dark and handsome. They have a great career, great personal life, great spiritual life. They are not begging to go out with people unless they got big issues. We are not begging for people. We're begging for new people to join, but we're not begging because we are choosing. We are choosing to live an amazing life, to have an amazing studio, incredible culture, phenomenal workout experience, jaw-dropping results. And so we're not begging. We are going to cast a big net. We are going to have an effective sales system, a sales funnel. We are going to have a dominating force. So that's who we are. That's our identity. That's what we're going with now. I'm leading with confidence. I'm leading with energy. I'm leading with excitement, because right now it just shows that there's consolidation and there's fear out there. And I'm tired of being fearful. I'm tired of being afraid. I am tired of wanting to poop my pants. I am here to rock the world. And at the end of the day, that's what we're doing all day, every day. So we're going to do that. We're going to focus on what we can focus on. And that is marketing, sales, fulfillment. Cannot wait to release our premium offering. We have an incredible thing in the pipeline for making sure our members are catered to like a queen, like the king that you are. And we're doing it. We're doing it all day, every day. So what is the point of this whole episode? You can probably tell my energy is way higher. I am stoked. I'm excited. The months of losses and getting my face punched in, those are behind me. I am choosing to lead with love, with confidence, with enthusiasm, because we are not that. We are not losers. We are not victims. We are not getting run over because our identity is to be a confident person. We have been called to be here today, right now, and that is exactly what we are doing. So we're going to live like that because that's what we are called, like that. And if we lose at the end of the day, all right, we lost playing the winner's game. And that's who we are. That's our identity. That's where we're going. So today we're going to do some, right now, I've got 2 hours before my weekly 101, do some stuff for the day job, some stuff for the studio. And that's our play for the day. We're going to do it. We're going to do it well. That's where we're going. Let's rock and roll.
This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY Due Diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.